we got a conviction on another child rapist, another individual who takes advantage of the vulnerabilities of our most precious, our children. He's convicted, and he'll be put away for the rest of his life, and rightly so.
Seventh Circuit State Attorney gives the disturbing details to Liz Ryan.
George Lightcap has a long history of abusing children. He's already been serving a life sentence for child sexual battery. He's been found guilty on additional charges, and the judge gave him another life sentence.
Well, this defendant was a serial child molester, rapist. He was a member of a biker enthusiast group, and he got exposed to the children of the other bikers. And it was young girls between the ages of 6 and 9 years of age, and began grooming them, and then that led to what we call capital sexual battery, which is basically raping a child. He was prosecuted in 2011 by Chris France and convicted of child molestation.
Other victims saw that conviction, and that gave them the courage to come forward with reports of their own abuse.
It took a while to put the cases together, but God bless Sarah Thomas, criminal prosecutor in St. Augustine. She put that case together. She called in the victim from the 2011 case. And get this, Liz, our victim in the case, who's 32 years old now, testified. It didn't take long. It was a one-day trial. The jury convicted him. It's mandatory life sentences.
George Lightcap will never see the light of day again. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
So St. Johns County, we're really committed to reinforcing the preservation of local culture and supporting our vibrant local community life.
St. Johns County is realigning its tourism and community development efforts.
And this is really an approach that is intended to reinforce the responsible tourism here in St. Johns County and to strategically align our various service areas, including our tourism services, our arts and cultural initiatives, and our overall community experience.
Newly minted Director of Community Culture and Destination Development, Tara Meek, says she will continue to serve as the Tourism Development Council Administrator.
I think that this is a really exciting approach to looking at things on a more holistic way than we've done in recent years. And I think that it will, with some time, it will help us be more effective at creating programs that are seamless both for the visitor experience and for the residents who live in the community.
Meek says the office will be funded primarily by tourism tax dollars.
Those dollars are used for tourism marketing services to bring additional people here so they keep spending the money in our area. It's used for supporting some of these community arts programs. It's also used for promoting several tourism sporting events, Nights of Light support, supporting the annual fireworks, both for 4th of July and New Year's. And then we put a lot of money towards beach renourishment. And then some of the other initiatives that this department oversees are funded by general fund revenue. There's different Main Street programs, the community redevelopment areas. There's some different art and public places programs that are all rolled up into this new department.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
St. Johns County is hosting a meeting for community input on a planned recreational activity.
The proposed project will feature St. Johns County's first croquet fields at the planned Rock Springs Farms Park. The meeting will be held from 6 to 7 p.m. Tuesday, April 29th at the Southeast Branch Library. Public Works personnel will be at the meeting to answer questions. The project is set to include a croquet lawn with 4 fields, a shade structure, parking, and additional restrooms at the existing 2 to 3 acre park off Sunstone Court. In other news, the Alpha Omega Miracle Home in St. Augustine has announced receiving a grant that will help the nonprofit complete a housing project. The organization was awarded a $500,000 matching grant from the Dolores Barr Weaver Legacy Fund to support its Building a Better Tomorrow capital campaign. The funding will help construct 20 new apartments on a future campus that will expand transitional housing for single mothers, their children, and senior women. This new campus, which will be an extension of the existing facility, will triple Alpha Omega's capacity for shelter and services for 100 additional women and children. Every dollar donated will be matched through September 1st. For more information, go to aomh.org. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.